This will be the most valuable video that you see about TikTok on YouTube, period. There is nobody I have seen on YouTube with my level of success on TikTok, so let me show you exactly what I'm talking about. On just one of my accounts, I have 113 million views within the last 60 days. On another account, I have 27 million views in the last 60 days, and I have a third account that has 7.5 million views in the last 60 days, which means that in the last 60 days, I've gotten 147.5 million views. So here's everything I know. And by the way, I'm making this video with literally no script. I'm just going to give you all the sauce. First things first, I'll tell you right now, if you're here to make money, views don't matter. Now, what does this mean? Because it means many different things. The number of views that you get doesn't actually correlate to the amount of money that you make, especially if you're trying to get paid by a platform like TikTok. See, TikTok has this metric called RPM where they pay you X amount per 1,000 views. Now, what this means is that TikTok can literally change how much they pay you per view at any given time. So if your goal is to make money through the creator program, creativity program beta, it's borderline pointless because with all of those views, it actually didn't make me that much money. Now, the real value is in each individual person who watches you. And to further that point, it's actually more about how much each individual person cares about you. Just for example, if I were to make a TikTok shop video, and a lot of you guys know what TikTok shop is, it's where you post a video showing a product, I show my brand Simpletics, and then you could buy it straight from the video. The videos that actually make me the most money are the videos that are very specific in explaining a problem and solution. For example, you have flat hair, you can fix it using our Simpletic sea salt spray with 5 natural ingredients. Now, just to show you exactly what I'm talking about, this video right here got almost 1 million views promoting my product, and I would like you to guess how many sales I got. Please just take a guess in the comments. You'd be very, very surprised. Was it 100? Was it 1,000? Was it 10,000 sales? No, it was 2 sales. That's right. And the reason for this is because the video didn't portray anything about the product other than me using it, which is great. But the video was watched not because of the product, but because of the joke around the video, which you would have to go and watch it to understand. Now, take a video like this one right here. You can't really see it, but it got 51,000 views. This video alone got me a couple hundred sales. And the reason being is because I explained the product, I provided the problem, the solution, and where to get the product. Now, it doesn't matter if you do TikTok shop. That's the thing that people don't seem to understand. It literally has nothing to do with whether or not you're trying to sell on TikTok shop, you're trying to sell a different business. It literally does not matter. The metrics remain the same, meaning that views does not equal money, and you should never confuse the two. Now, what's the point of getting a lot of views in the first place? Well, there's actually a very simple answer to this. Getting views will lead people to figure out who you are, which is by far the most important thing and the best feature of TikTok. TikTok is the #1 platform, in my opinion, for discovery. People figuring out, hey, this guy's name is Dylan Latham, his brand is Simpletics, he has a perm, he talks about being attractive and how to make money. That's what TikTok is used for, and if you're using it for any other reason, I'm sorry, but I feel like you've been misled. Unless you're trying to make money on TikTok shop, because it is a gold mine, an absolute gold mine. I made a video recently, which I highly recommend checking out. I'll put a pop-up, but I literally ended up making almost $30,000 from one TikTok shop video. So now that you understand, I got almost 150 million views in the last 60 days, and I'm telling you directly right now that those views do not directly correlate to money. You should probably listen because I've been doing this for a few years. Now, the question is, what are you going to do to use this discovery to your advantage? Well, if people see your face and they know who you are, it actually gives you a ton of leverage. People will start understanding who you are on other platforms like YouTube, Instagram, Snapchat, anything of the sort. Me blowing up on TikTok has a lot to do with me having 430,000 followers on Instagram, and it's hard to see, but 95,000 on Snapchat and getting verified. And heck, even my Twitter is starting to do decent. But there is one massive key factor that I noticed, a game-breaking thing that changed how much money I was making from TikTok, actually utilizing the views I was getting, and it was blowing up my brand Simpletics. See, right now, the game plan is using each platform to its own strategic advantage. In TikTok, like I said, it's for being known. And the thing is, it's not just for your face, it's not just for you, but it's for anything that you show on the platform. My perfect example, Simpletics. This brand is now #3 in my own product category on Amazon. We are selling 6,000 units per month. Think about that. This is over a $20 product. We're selling 6,000 units per month because of TikTok. Now, in your head, you're probably thinking, I have no followers. What should I do? I need help. I'm completely lost on how to start. Well, that's why I'm here. I actually made a completely free, and when I say completely, I'm saying completely free. There's zero expense. There's no upcharge, nothing like that. Discord that you can join, and I'll put a link in the description of this video, and I'm teaching people how to go viral, how to do well, how to make money on TikTok shop, and utilize TikTok. And this is just so perfect because this is me using the advice that I'm giving you for myself. See, you can use TikTok to become noticed. And after being noticed on TikTok, I am now using that to get you guys into a community. And that's going to lead me to my next point. TikTok is the top of the funnel. What this means basically is there's layers to business. There's layers to where you're going to make money. TikTok is the top. This is where everyone finds you. Then let's say YouTube is where you get the really high quality people, the people like you who are here because you see my value, you want to make money, you want to do something with the knowledge that you see, and you see me as like maybe a role model or just somebody who can kind of help you. Then after seeing me, you hear me mention my community, which leads you down this other thing where, oh, maybe I should be in a community and learn how to make money with him. And then the overall benefit that I get is I get to have you and me be like-minded in the same area, because at the end of the day, having like-minded people around you who have the goal of either becoming attractive or making a lot of money is the number one thing I want, because in this new economy of AI and everything changing so much, community is being lost. And if there is anything that I want, it is a community, because I think community is the new wave of social media and people are starting to catch on more and more, but it's never been more prominent. So now it comes down to my specific advice, the tactical advice that you can use to actually grow on TikTok and build a brand. Step number one is volume. You should be posting, and I'm not even joking when I say this. You're going to think I'm crazy. You can make your guesses in the comments below, whatever you think it is. You should be posting 10 to 100 times a day. And I know it sounds crazy. Trust me, I understand. But if you can manage to do this, your odds of success, I would borderline say that they are like 90%. If you subtly, and when I say this, very slightly, make every video a little bit better than the last. So now if you genuinely take my advice with this, and I'm telling you, you need to like drill this into your head. Volume, volume, volume. TikTok is about volume. They invented this For You page sort of ordeal where you can actually use each video individually. What this means is that every video has an equal chance of blowing up. It does not matter how much you post. You cannot believe in this whole thing of shadow bans. You can't believe that if I post too much, it's going to be a problem. No. My biggest growth, the most views I've ever gotten, the most followers I've ever gotten, the most money I made is in volume. And lucky enough for you, TikTok actually doesn't care that much about quality. You don't have to edit every video. You don't have to go crazy. You just have to post a lot and make sure that you're conveying some sort of message or idea that's unique or something creative that sparks curiosity. Step one is out of the way. Step two, what are you going to do after you actually accumulate a following? Well, the only way that you will actually get some level of value is by giving value. See, TikTok used to be this platform where you could do a dance and go viral, and that worked. But in today's day and age, that's just simply not the case, and I wish it was. What you actually have to do is provide value. And when you give free value, see, free value is key. People always think of the surface value money. How am I going to make money now? I want it now. I want it fast. Well, if you've ever heard that patience was a virtue, TikTok is the definition of having to be patient. Now, the biggest issue is that once you gain a following on TikTok, it actually doesn't really matter that much. Followers are a dead thing at this point. And what I mean is that every video has an equal chance of going viral, which means if you have a small following, that's absolutely great for you. You don't have to have a large following anymore. It's not necessary. But once you get followers, well, TikTok's not going to show your videos to all of your followers all the time. In fact, I feel that it gets harder the more followers you get. Whenever I hit 1 million followers on TikTok, it's been extremely hard to get 1 million views. So after you get the volume, step two is pushing them down the funnel. Now, I'm not saying that you should charge them for anything. I'm not saying that you should actually use this funnel to make money because, like I said, you need to be patient. You need to get people in a place, whether it's a Discord community, a school community, a place where they can actually see everything that you post, because this is the way social media is going. Now that AI is becoming such a big thing, it will take over your For You page, and that's for sure. But guess what? AI is not getting in your community. That's not going to happen. People crave this human interaction that's fleeting, and they want it. The only way that you can give it to them is a community. Now, step number 3 is monetizing. Once you've given somebody enough value that they genuinely think they can trust you, which, by the way, they can because you've given them value and you've shown that you're knowledgeable on a topic, that is when you can charge them. But there is a catch. When you charge somebody, you actually have to provide something worth charging. For example, when I sell this product, I sell it at a price because I literally have to. Otherwise, I wouldn't make money. I wouldn't be able to sell the product. You have to be reasonable, and the offer has to be so amazing that it would feel dumb saying no. An example for me would be selling a product where, I don't know, maybe I give info on how to blow up on social media, because at this point, if you're this deep into the video, you should know that I know what I'm talking about. At least I hope you do. But luckily for me, I'm actually not charging you anything other than my physical product, because I just simply don't need to. But for you, on the other hand, maybe you don't have another way to make money, and maybe making a physical or digital product would be worth it. So now you're using TikTok to its best strength. People know who you are. You've gotten them into one place. You've charged them for a product or service. But now what's the fourth step? Well, the fourth step is actually in the third step. What you give them has to be so good that they are craving more and they want to come back to you. See, this is why scammers always fail. When you give somebody a bad product, initially you will make money. I will tell you that right now. You can make money with only good marketing. You do not have to have good product. But if you're thinking long term and you want to keep your audience, and not only keep them, you want to help them, well, you have to give value. Point blank period, you have to. Which is why I made this product. Just for example, Simpletics is top 3 on Amazon, not only because I did good marketing, but also because it's an amazing product. We are 100 out of 100 on Yuka. If you know what that means, that's a third-party app that scans products for their health score. Our health score is perfect. We have a perfect health score. That is something that is not found in the hair care industry. If you scan any other hair product within our industry, you will not find a 100 out of 100. And if you do, that's a banger product. So now let's really break this down into the most important thing, and I'll make it very simple for you, because if you have ADHD, you're a slow learner, maybe you don't understand, you might want to write this down. But it's very simple. Use TikTok to make the unknown known, whether it's you, your name, your brand, or anything like that. Unknown to known. That's what TikTok is. Use it wisely. Number 2, luckily, once you're known, that's actually a valuable asset that you can use to get people into one place where they actually see you consistently. Now, after people see you, they trust you and they believe in you, give them a product or service that is so unbelievably amazing that they can't resist to say no. A good example, Simpletics, it's amazing. And if you join my community that I have down below, I'm actually teaching you guys how to sell my product. And the worst thing you can do is sell a product that isn't good. But this product is good. You can use third-party apps to check. You can look at our reviews. People love our product. So if you want to understand TikTok and you want to make it something that you can actually seriously leverage to make money, I highly suggest subscribing and using this value. I will be back soon.